Hey, in this short video, we'll replace the brushes in the motor of a Ryobi 18-volt circular saw. To do this, we'll need to remove the 3 screws holding the motor cover. Now we can pry back and if necessary, grind the tabs holding the brush assembly. And now it can just be removed. You can see that in my case, the brush assembly was completely molten and one of the brushes has broken off. Now, it also might be interesting to know why we use carbon brushes inside DC motors. So if we look at the typical DC motor, we can see a number of windings at the center, as well as 2 round magnets on the shell. When current flows through any of the coils, it starts to behave like a magnet. So this essentially is an electromagnet that can be turned on or off by applying current. And if we reverse the flow of current, we'll change the polarity of it. So why does the motor rotate if it's just magnets? To create a rotation, the polarity of the magnet is changed so that the same poles of the magnets repel. And here comes the role of the carbon brushes. Carbon brushes are in contact with the commutator, creating a circuit that turns the magnet on. The coils then repel themselves on each side, effectively turning to the position where the opposite poles attract. But wait, the contacts on the commutator would also change during the rotation, reversing the flow of current, which results in the change of the magnet poles. Eventually, in almost all motors we see more than one coil, but this applies the same rule, where at any given moment one of the coils is energized. This ensures a smoother and a more reliable spin. Hopefully by now you can see why brushes are so important. Brushes, accompanied by a commutator, are the place where the contact always changes. And if there is no contact, the motor cannot spin. Also, if the contact between the commutator and the brushes is weak, the resistance will increase, and due to Ohm's law, the current will decrease. Lower current will decrease the magnetic force, resulting in a weaker motor. So let's get back to the saw. We can now get our new brush assembly and simply put it back in place, making sure that the brushes are aligned with the commutator. With that done, we can now push the tabs back so they hold the assembly, and we're done. And as you can see, the motor spins up just fine. Thanks for watching. If there is anything else you'd like to see fixed, let me know down in the comments.